Hey, good morning. This is Chris Robinson, Robinson Ag Marketing with today's pre-opening grain and livestock comment. Quiet overnight trade, a little bit higher in the grains, a little bit more buying. We'll see if there's anything left in the gas tank. We just got our heads handed to us in soybeans. We dropped $1.22 in the last month. So, can we claw some of that back? Feels like it. The funds are still long. Probably 130, 140,000 contracts, give or take. They're probably got a small net long bet in corn, 10,000 contracts at most, probably. Kind of keeping their powder dry. The funds remain short wheat, with wheat at 5-year lows. Exports in corn and wheat can continue to be really good. Not surprising when wheat prices are at 5-year lows. If you're a wheat user, why wouldn't you load the truck up? With March corn, exports have been great, but the market doesn't care. The only positive thing I can see is that we are back above the 200-day moving average at 46. That could help these longer term trend following fund guys to add to that winner. Moving on to livestock, we're just going to see today if we can claw back more to the upside. Um, we still haven't filled the gap yet in March feeders. That's up there at 45. There's a gap in the fat cattle, which I'd be looking at as well. That gets filled at 233.40. So we're right there. We've had a hell of a recovery. It was a mulligan, whatever word you want to use, an early Christmas present. Um, fat cattle rallied from 205 to 231. What is that $25 worth to you? Feeder cattle rallied back from 303 to, let me see here. Yeah, 303 was the low. Excuse me, I wish it was 303. The low was 293. 293 in March. Now we're trading 340, right? We got as high as 342. So I'm just going to call that a $40 rally. What's a $40 rally worth to you if you're long cattle? You got to tell me. So for some guys, it's nothing. For other guys, it's something worth protecting. It just depends on your perspective, I guess. With the April lean hogs, again, tremendous recovery after getting slapped around when cattle sold off the low back in the second day of November, just about 6 weeks ago. We traded 81 cents, right? Here we are at 89 cents, which is the highest price we've seen since October 23rd. Call it a 2 month high. So, what is that 9 cents worth to you if you own a bunch of lean hogs? I think it's something worth protecting. You may feel differently. All right, that's about it. The dollar's a little bit lower. Stock market's sitting up here at 48, 49,000. Silver's creeping, making new higher. Took out $70. I gotta think that now that we've got the 70 print, people being people, human beings being human beings, they're gonna be looking at the $75 print. Then they'll be talking about $100 silver. It's kind of anyone's guess as to where this thing's going to top out. I certainly have no idea. I do know that studying markets for the past, 35 years of my life, 40 years of my life, that markets like to go to round numbers. So again, now that we've printed 70, now it's going to be 75. That everybody's going to be jazzed up about. Same thing with gold. I know the metals there. I'm looking at gold here right now, trading 4,500 in Dees, 4,503, up $50 here today. The next thing people are going to have to be starting to talk about is when and if we get the $5,000 print. I am 59 years old. I've heard about $5,000, $6,000 gold since I was about 8, right? I grew up in the 70s when we really had inflation, and we'll see. So I guess apparently it took 50 years for the market to catch up to that, idea that people have been talking about since I was a little kid. Okay, have a good day. This is Chris Robinson, 312-638-8868. If you're looking for help, I have a daily letter. I have specific levels. I have cash sale targets. I help you do pick out areas that are worth selling into and that are worth defending. I work with farmers and producers all across the country. My background, I spent 22 years on the floor of the Board of Trade, trading my own money. I was not a broker. I did not have any customers. I just traded my own money. In 2010, I got into the brokerage business, working with farmers and ranchers. So I've been working with guys here now for going on 15 years. So I have not reinvented the wheel. I do not have a psychic crystal ball. I bring 30 years of experience to helping you make better cash sales. Have a great day.